See if this works. Trying to see if my stream is on. Not particularly sure. It looks like it is. I had to go through a different route this time. Not particularly sure. It looks like it is. I had to go through a different route this time. That's all fine. That's all fine and dandy. We'll be all right. We'll survive. I don't look like I'll be able to look at chat though, unfortunately. If this is the case, all right. Hop over to the studio. Let's get this link. Should be able to bounce right over here. Oh my gracious! Sometimes I just don't pay attention. Sometimes, and it hurts me. All right, everybody. Last night we weren't able to have a stream. Wi-Fi was being stubborn, but it looks like today we will be a-okay. Let me move this out of the way. All right. Get my phone plugged in. Get it charged at least a little bit. I'm sub 20%. All right. I've got a good few to go through tonight. So that's why we're starting a little bit earlier. And as usual, I will be adding timestamps at the end when all things are said and done, so y'all can go back and review what I had to say, and it not be a struggle to find your section. Up first, Gavin Burt. Gavin Burt, two-star linebacker. He's got a Division I offer right now. We're looking at 6'1", 215 pounds. And of course, Huddle logs me out. I don't even know what I did, but here we go. I don't want to have to watch all the ads. So we had to log in. Don't know why I was logged out. Here he is up top. Closing speed, demolishing this dude. Back, dropping back into coverage again. Quarterback scrambles. He's going to close. Open field solo. Very good. Bam. Sees the gap. Go shoots the gap. Very good. Muy bien. All right, he's inside here, dropping back into coverage. Going to get a hand in there. Very good. All right, I'm on my phone right now. I don't need to be on my phone, do I? Sheds a block. Not bad. All right. Film looks good. I don't think there's much much here for me to correct or anything of that sort, so we're going to cut her off there, and I'm going to give my thoughts on Gavin. Gavin's got size. Gavin can drop into coverage. Gavin will fill a gap. He plays with some closing speed. Got a 3.8 GPA. Overall, that's not very bad at all. Uh, kind of checks out. With the Morehead State, I believe he's got this offer here from. They are Division II, I believe. But could play some football. 6'1", 225 here. 6'1", 215 in his bio. 2-star by 24/7 Sports. Pretty good football player. And I'll mark him. I guess we'll have to say, I don't know. I swung and missed. I forgot to put the tab on there. I'm going to say Brandon McKenzie's up next. Brandon McKenzie. Another one that I missed from last night. Brandon McKenzie, we'll put him at 6'13". And while I go back and try to find where I started off. All right, we'll say 3 minutes behind. We'll just say it 3 minutes for Gavin. All right. But Brandon McKenzie, everybody, 6 foot, 225 pounds, 3.4 GPA. All right, let's try to get height. We got height, weight, GPA. Let's get your graduating class uh, in your bio and the whole entire name of your high school. He's a senior. We got 3 minutes and 47 seconds worth of tape. Let me check and see if we've got any offers. No media, so I'm assuming no offers. This is out of New York. If we're primarily an offensive tackle, obviously at 225, I'm going to have to gain some weight here. Yeah, if we're playing offensive tackle, we got to be a little bit heavier than 225. I understand you're 6 foot tall. If you're going to play offensive line in college, it's probably going to be on the interior, and you still need to try to be around 250, if I would imagine. Looks like you're doing a good job with shooting your hands, doing the doing the blocks the way they should be done. Now let's see how you are at defensive end. Now this might be your wheelhouse here. Okay, need to swim and get off a little bit quicker. That could have been a sack. Don't let them lock in on you. Way to get off. Extend hand control. Not bad fighting, getting in on that tackle. All right. There we go again. We're fighting. We need to use our hands a little bit more. Okay, so this is what I'm going to advise to you. You've either got to gain some significant amount of weight or begin to advertise yourself primarily as a defensive end. And while you advertise yourself as a defensive end, you need to put your defensive end tape first. Make sure your school name and your class is in your bio. About a minute left here. Kicking out again. All right, pass blocking. Okay, so words of wisdom. This is it right here. All right, I've seen enough tape. This is what I'm going to advise advise you to do. First step. First step. You need to get your school name and your graduating class in your bio. All right, that's the first thing. If your GPA is at 90%, that'll help you out with getting recruited from some smaller schools. Uh, so that's good. But I would advertise myself primarily as a defensive end. Put my defensive end tape first. Now, if you feel like you want to play offensive line at the next level, you absolutely have to gain some weight. You can't play offensive line in college at 225. They'll probably move you to the interior if that's the case, if you're going to play offensive line. And regardless of the position you play, your GPA is good enough for you to at least attempt to reach out to some smaller schools in your area. Start to follow coaches and send out your film. Try to find some Division III NAIA schools in your area. See if they'll bite on you. Like I said, I would probably try out with a defensive end tape first and go from there. All right. Jeremiah Rowe is how I'm going to assume to pronounce this. Jeremiah Rowe will mark him at 12'10". We'll look at some of his information. 2026, 6'3", 215 pounds. Looks like we've got an offer from Wake Forest. Let's check out everything here. I know there was a gentleman. I'm not saying this is the case, but I want to make sure, double check. There was somebody this week handing out some fake offers from Wake Forest. I don't believe this is the case here. I'm going to try to see. Let me see. If anybody's watching this, and I'm going to go ahead and Jeremiah, I'm going to forewarn you on this. I'm not saying this is the case. I just want you to be wary of the situation. If this offer came from a guy named Devion McKinney, this is not a real offer. I just wanted to preface with that. I'm not assuming that it is a fake offer. I'm just saying be careful if that was the case. Be on the lookout because I've seen multiple posts about this, about Wake Forest. Somebody sending out a fake Wake Forest offer. I posted it earlier today about it. But Devion McKinney is sending out fake Wake Forest offers. So if anybody knows anybody that's had an offer from Wake Forest from that guy, please let them know that this is not real and to take down the post because it could hurt your recruitment pretty quickly. But with Jeremiah at 6'3", 215 pounds, I'm pretty sure there's a good chance that this is a real one. All right, let's go ahead and get into this film. Here he is. We're going to call this XYZ. We're going to look at where I'm assuming he's more of a tight end guy. He's playing close, standing up. He's in a 2-point. He's in a wide receiver stance, but he's got the size of a tight end. I did watch the majority of this film last night before I figured out that the live was not updating. All right, running down the sidelines here. He's just a really big body. He's got good athleticism. He can high point the football. He uses that to his advantage. Here's across the middle. A large body making big plays here, using his hands. good route there. All right. Okay, showing some athleticism. Like I said earlier, Jeremiah's big. He's athletic. He's got good hands. All right, let's say this is the last play. This is good stuff out of him. We maybe try to sneak in another defensive play. Doesn't look like we're going to get one. Looks like he plays more offense here. A big dude. He's a junior. He's going to have plenty of time to gather some offers. All right, Jeremiah, what will my advice be to you? Just continue to follow coaches. Dude, follow as many coaches as you can. Reach out to as many as you can. And uh, keep reducing the way you have. Looks good. Tape looks pretty good. All right. Up next is Jalen Berry. All right, Jalen. His film was private the last time we tried to check him out, and last night the live went out. He's 5'7", 200 pounds. He's a sophomore. Okay, getting your head in there. Making a tackle. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. My brain here, and I need to get him down. We'll go ahead and we'll say 16 minutes just to save some time. Okay, Jalen. Jalen Berry. 16 minutes. Jalen, here's the deal. I played linebacker in high school. Uh, this is what I'm going to tell you about film. Anything that is beyond 4 yards down the field within the box is not going to help you out highlights wise. Everything needs to be made at or around the line of scrimmage for an inside linebacker highlight film, unless it's sideline to sideline movement a few yards down the field or pass coverage. Uh, you're not afraid to get your head in there, but if you're getting blocked and then you make the play, 5-6 yards downfield while it's still in the box, those aren't worth putting in your highlight tape because those will pretty much tell a coach, I don't want to watch this anymore. That usually gets them to a point where, hey, I don't think this guy can make certain plays because here he is getting pushed off the ball. I understand he's making the tackle, but we need to make that at the line of scrimmage. So there's something to think about here. Not every tackle's a highlight. I always say if you wouldn't brag to the girl that sits beside you in class about that play, it probably wouldn't do you much good sending it to a coach or putting it on a highlight tape. So try to make sure all the plays that you make in the box are at the line of scrimmage that go on your highlights. Anything outside the box is fine, 5 yards down the field, big hits such as that. But try to avoid putting stuff in there that's not really indicative of high-level talent. There's something there. Structure it, make it look good, and go from there. You've still got 2.5 more years of football to play, so I expect there to be some progression involved for sure. All right, Zach Clarkin. Zach Clarkin will go at 1950. Zach Clarkin, he is a subscriber. I appreciate that, Zach. I need to get your post up about being a subscriber. Zach Clarkin, 2025 quarterback, defensive back. I've seen some tape of this kid. I watched it last night before the live went out, but it did go out, so it didn't really do me much good. But here's this recent game. We'll get into this. Hold on right quick. Zach, from my let's get your height and weight in your bio, Zach. Get your height and weight in your bio. That ball's a little bit underthrown. I don't know if that's the first play I put on my highlight tape. Not bad there, by the way. Heard something in the background. All right, we got a little trick play here. He's going to lay it up over the top. Not bad. This is one game, everybody, one game. So this isn't a full season or mid-season tape. This is one game. Screen pass won't get you very far. Screen pass won't get you very far. The drop pass, I don't think that's going to get you very far. I know it's a rolling out and throwing, but that's not going to help you out. Completions only here. QB keeper. All right. Making a few men miss. Getting around another, making him miss. Looks like you stepped out of bounds just short of the goal line. That's a good ball here. This one might be the one you want to put at the beginning of your highlight tape. And then DB. I think you're more of a quarterback here. I've seen your DB tape. I think you got more quarterback tape. So let's go ahead and advise you to put your height and weight in your bio. Get that big deep pass from your own end zone to about the 40 at the beginning of your highlight tape. And then just begin sending it out to coaches. Make sure you're following coaches every day, messaging the ones that follow you back, and filling out recruit questionnaires. Do your due diligence. All right, so that looks like that's the group that I had submit last night that I couldn't get to. So now I've got about 20 guys that I'm going to have to look at that I've never seen before, some that I have seen before, and they've resent me some tape, some updated tape. While I'm here, though, I just see this post on Twitter. Your lifts and stats won't get you offers. If they are abnormally high, yes, they can help. But what gets you offers is your measurable grades and playmaking ability. And now I've got to respond to a DM. Responding to some DMs here. Bear with me. Okay. All right. So this might take a little bit more time. This bunch, that's why we started a little bit earlier. It's 8:31 right now. My computer has gone crazy, I think. I might have to reset my computer tonight because the time's off. I know something's going on right now with my computer. There's some things that it logged me out. It might have reset. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure some stuff out. But I might have to restart my computer tomorrow or tonight. But we're going to get into some tape here. I'm going to drop some information. And we'll keep rolling. I'm going to respond to messages in between each one. I can't see my chat if there is a chat, a live chat, so I'm not able to see it because something's off. I'm having to use a different means of streaming tonight. Same thing but different. Same thing but different. I'm not able to see how many people have watched the live. 7 views as of right now. Nope. Yeah, something's going on with something. Because it's saying 5 months ago on my YouTube. Anyway, Let's go ahead and get back to what we were doing here. Joey Oscar. Joey Oscar. We're looking at 25-20 for Joey Oscar. 2026, 6'2", 260-pound interior offensive lineman, long snapper, Mason High School in Ohio. All right, let's see what we're working with here. 3 minutes and 3 seconds. I doubt we'll watch all of it, but we'll go through this. All right, right guard here. Lock it on, driving, and a pancake. Love to see it. Exactly what we want. That's exactly what you start off with right there. Getting to the second level here. Driving, finishing. Good. These are the plays you want early. These are the plays you want early. We're driving and we're finishing. We're driving and we're finishing. Driving and finishing. Very good. Okay, good. I'm liking what I see so far. Okay. Nice. Finishing. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here we go. Back to guard. Pulling. Not bad. Still moving those feet. Still working that block. All right. Okay. I think I've seen plenty enough. Very good. Not bad. Just went through the highlight tape. I know I just shared it. So at 6'2", 260 interior offensive line, we might need to be trying to shoot for 270. We've got almost a 3.7 GPA essentially. So my recommendation to you is number one, I would try to get some of these smarter schools. You know, in Ohio, you've got a lot of schools around you that have high education standards. I'd try to get to 270 pounds, and in the midst of getting to 270 pounds, I would message and reach out to number one. I would try FCS schools right now and see if they would bite, see if they'd be interested, see if you can go on some visits. Any of these smart schools around you, and just continue to climb up the ladder. If they show a lot of interest, continue to climb up the ladder, go from there. But you're finishing blocks, you're locking on, you're showing some grit. I like it. That tape will do you some good. Make sure we're filling out questionnaires, posting film often, sharing film often, following coaches every day, and messaging the ones that follow you back. Not bad, Joey. Not bad at all. Okay. Jaden Hollins. Talked to him last night on the live stream on Twitter here. Jaden Hollins. And Jaden, we're going to mark him at 28:45. 2026 wide receiver corner, pretty fast, a 4.3740. I think he ran a 21.6 miles an hour per the GPS vest. Got some really good stats: 437 receiving yards, 489 all-purpose, 5 touchdowns. Looking good there. Out of Clinton High School in Mississippi. Like I said a little bit earlier, let's get height and weight. Height and weight in the bio, Jaden. Height and weight in the bio. Need it. Okay, we got 3 minutes to tape. We'll probably watch a little bit of it, not all 3 minutes. Got a screen pass here. In the outside, yeah, speed's obvious. Looking fast. Very fast. That will help out for sure. Over the top, wide open. That'll go to the house. Nobody's catching him. All right, in the slot. Right down the middle. Right down the seam. Nobody there. Ball's underthrown. Makes a play. Okay. A little quick clip there. Decent route here. Over the top. Just does get shoestring tackle. Across the middle, showing the speed. Very good. All right. I think this is plenty enough for me on this wide receiver tape. Now, my recommendation for you, you've got the speed. Let's get the height and the weight and the bio. And let's begin to follow and reach out to coaches, man. Lead with your 2026 wide receiver 4.3740, something along the lines of that. Get it posted, share it, follow coaches, send it to coaches. Get busy with it. We got something there. You got something you're working with. Make sure you can send it to as many people as possible. Jacob Miranda. We're going to mark Jacob at 3110. 3110 for Jacob. And I have just hit a wall. I might have to go get some cold water after this. Midseason film. All right, Jacob is 2025, a senior. All right, 6 foot 190. Safety. 3.1 GPA, not bad. 4.540, not bad. Looks like we've got some action with some recruiting. Got some offers. We got Hendrix. We got Bethany College. Let's see. I'm not particularly sure who all else, but it looks like we've got a good mix here. Vermilion, I'd overlook that. We got Bethel College. We got Sterling College. So we've got a handful. And we're looking at a 6 foot 190 safety. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get into this. Minute 55. Out of frame. Interception. Thrown right to him. Out of frame again. Solo force fumble. Very nice. Get in your head. Hat on ball. Right, about 10 yards off ball. Rolling. PBU. Good open field tackle. Fumble recovery. To the house. Closing speed. Okay, right here, I get that we're supposed to break down. But as long as you've got inside leverage here, I'd go ahead and roll this guy up pretty hard. I'd go ahead and attack. Get him don't let him get those extra yard or two. Go ahead and clean him up. All right, lane opens up. Pretty good there. Got to bring those hips. Rolling up downhill there. Good open field. All right, this looks like this is the last play. Okay, so my thoughts for you right here, just in general, you've got some offers. If you don't have your dream offer, the offer that you want, or a school that you feel like you can commit to, just keep sending out your film. Keep producing. I could imagine you're still talking to a good few many schools. You've gone on some visits. So I would just keep doing your thing. Keep updating everybody as much as you can, and keep posting your film. Make sure you're following and reaching out to coaches. And trust the process. Trust the process, man. Pretty good tape. I'm about to go get me some cold water. I'm getting a little tired. I'm going to have to do something. ever left. Ooh, yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it. Cold water. Cold water. Shock to the system. That's how I would describe it. Good grief. All right. Dathan Glover. Let's see what we're working with here. Dathan Glover will go 36-30. All right. And my mind, got to get my mind on what I'm thinking about. 5'11", 160-pound DB slot. All right, let's see what we've got. So it looks like he's posted an offer from Kent State. And it looks like it's them and Minoa State or Minot State or however you pronounce it. I don't know what classification he's in. Let's get that in your bio. That might be a hindrance. But let's go ahead and get into this film. Mid-season film. Let's see what we're talking about. 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Not sure if we'll watch all of it. Film's kind of far off here. That's an interception. And some return yards. Looks like he might take this one to the house, folks. And does. Looks like this is some small school football. Interception number 2. Wide, right to him. Violently overthrown. Okay, downfield coverage. 1-on-1. Looks like he's got decent speed. Okay, another pass breakup. Okay. Good tackle there, pretty physical. Alright, so it looks like we've just got a bunch of that was his DB tape. Here he is playing some receiver, using his hands. Chopping this up in and out. Another touchdown there. Four touchdowns in this game. Good grief. Pretty productive. Across the middle of the field. Breaking down. Changing direction. Getting a few extra yards. All right. Here we go. Thoughts. We're looking at speed and athleticism. Hold on. What grade did it say you were in? Senior. Okay. This Kent State. We're looking at a point now where if we're not getting any more offers, if you're not sure if anybody else is wanting to offer you, and this Kent State offer is committable, I'd start thinking about it pretty hard. Continue to do what you're doing. I'd like to see a little bit more tackle tape in there, but I think coverage with the speed is pretty good, and got some hands as well. So you've got something to work with. I'd go ahead and narrow down your schools right now and try to have a decision, a good decision, ready to roll when the time comes. Whew. Feeling worn out, man. Feeling worn out. I'm feeling tired. Long days, I guess. All right, Matthias Hudson. Seen this tape before. Said he took some of my tips. We'll just go 41 minutes flat on my thighs here. 6-game film. We're looking at 6 foot, 280 pounds. Class of 2026. Oh, now they want to show me. Now it wants to show me this information. Got some interest. Been around the block a little bit. Memphis, Tennessee. Interior offensive lineman. Let's see this re-upped film, baby. 3.0 GPA. At center in all clips. It is driving. I like the nastiness. Pushing guys over and finishing. It's so important to finish blocks as an offensive lineman on your highlight tapes. So important to finish blocks. He's locked in right here. Very nice. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, so this first part looks pretty good, Matthias. Looking good. So at this point, where does it take you? Let's just make sure we're following coaches, sending out film, and get ready for camp season during the off season. I don't know if you play any other sports, but go ahead and prep for camp season. Be ready to go and do some one-on-ones during camp this summer. Sign up, hit the road, and see what you can pull off, man. Seems like you've been there before. You've been to camp before. That's a picture of you at camp, or have you been to camps? Yes. So just go and continue to compete and beat some people, man. Film looks good. All right. I'm going to assume this is Ansar Khan. I'm not particularly sure how to pronounce this. Do my best. Mr. Khan, will mark him at 43-35. We're looking at 6'5", 270 pounds. We're looking at size 2025, but he is in Vancouver, British Columbia. Huh. So we got a little bit of, let's presume, Canadian football. 6'5", 270. We're working with something. Four minutes, 46 seconds. I don't know if we'll watch all of this, but we'll get in. All right. Looks like we're pulling. Good. On the other side of the ball now. Pulling again. Good. Yeah, that's not much of a highlight right there. I wouldn't include that. You need to always be moving forwards, never backwards. I can't really see this. All right, here we go. Left tackle. Not bad. Don't stand up. I wouldn't put that either. I'd keep that out. No slow motion. Let's not do slow motion. Not. So it looks like your offensive line film's your best. So that's what I'd advertise myself as an offensive lineman. I think you've got the size to play offensive line. I'm not really sure how it goes in Canada at all with recruiting or stuff and stuff like that. 2025. So, but I would try to message and reach out to some schools you'd be interested in going to college at. and seeing if they will. I don't know anything about Canadian football. If there's any people down in the States you're interested in, feel free to shoot them some information. Some of these schools really up north, and go from there. I really don't know what to advise you on how all that works. I know it's really different for guys out of Canada wanting to come play ball in the United States, so I'm not sure how that all works. But offensive line film is probably your best film, and that's what I'd really hone in on. All right, Jordan Baker. Jordan Baker will mark Jordan at 46.35. This is now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jordan is the 12th guy I've looked at tonight. Will be Jordan, 5'10", 165 pounds, 4.0 GPA, class of 2026, running back, wide receiver. In motion. These are early season highlight takes. Going around the edge, looking like he's working with some speed, some footwork here. Breaks and tackles. Not bad at all. Not a bad first play. All right. Motion again. Working back across the field. Good run here. Busting it open. Bobbing and weaving. Staying up. Keeping those legs moving. Pretty good. Here he goes again. Working back across the field. Speed, 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 speed. Break it back down. Cut back across. Back in there. Pretty good. Oh, is he going to get there? Oh, not quite. Looking quick, though. Not bad first few plays. All right. Where would I go if I were you? All right. What would I do if I were you right now? All right. Good jump of the film. Not bad. Let's see if I've retweeted this. So, Jordan, what would I do with that film if I were you? It's 2026. First off, I'm going to try to gain a little bit of weight. I'm going to try to get around 170, 175 this offseason. Your grades are good. I'd go camp, see how you stacked up against the rest of the competition. You're in New York. There's plenty of places to go camp. I'd go camp. I'd try to gain some weight, and I'd continuously uh, follow coaches you're interested in going to school at, like programs you're interested in. Send out your film as much as you can and go from there. Looking quick, look like you've got some ability. Get your target schools together, message them, follow them, and keep rolling. KJ, let's get first and last name on your bio, KJ. It's very important. Very important. Don't know much information on you. Let's see, 2025, 5'11", 260 pounds, 3.7 GPA, O line, D line. And KJ will mark him at 50 on the nose. This will be my 13th guy I've looked at tonight. 5 minutes, 15 seconds. Wheeler County High School senior. Need that in your bio. Good jump off the ball. Good play. Good. Play call dead, unfortunately. Let's see if I can. And by the way, Wheeler County, this offensive line, Alvin Ricks has got over 1,000 yards in 6 games. He's the Ashton Jeanty of their region. All right, I think this is good for me. You get after it. The only thing I would probably advertise myself as a defensive lineman, KJ, is what I would do. Get my defensive lineman tape first. 3.7 GPA, not bad. KJ, there's plenty of teams in the state of Georgia that would probably be interested in you, especially with a 3.7 GPA. Uh, I would message Point, and I would message Reinhardt right off the bat, and maybe hit up some of these Division II HBCUs and see if they'd be interested in you play a defensive line for them. See if that holds any luck for you. Make sure you got your tape made up and you're following coaches every day and shooting them messages. But I would shoot for a Point and Reinhardt to begin with, and if they really like you and they think that you could play there, I would almost reach out to some Division II HBCUs in Georgia. There's plenty in Georgia. Savannah State, Clark, Atlanta, uh, Morehouse. I'd give them all a shot. I think once we get to an hour, I might have to take a intermission for a bit. I'm pretty beat. I'm pretty tired. My brain's been a million different places today, so I might have to slow her down, take a break at about an hour or so, and come back in maybe 5 or 10 minutes after that. Let's check on some live stream stats. Have we got any stats? No stats yet. Let's see. We'll re-up it on my phone. If you guys watching this too, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. Oh, we got 20 views in this live stream right now. Have had 20 views tonight. Pretty good. My most popular live stream got 63 views. Not a crazy number, huh? Anyway, I'll slide over to here. We'll watch Lincoln Roberts. Lincoln Roberts. And we'll have him at 54.30. Lincoln Roberts at 54.30. We've got a senior defensive end center, 6'1", 220 pounds, 4.0 GPA, 2.5 sacks, 22 tackles, 5 tackles for loss. This is midseason film. So just based off height and weight, I would probably advertise myself as a defensive end. Doesn't look like we want to work at all here. All right. Let's go ahead and check this out, why don't we? Got 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Here he is playing defensive end. Getting off of a block, getting that sack. Swim move. A hustle play. I'd usually put hustle plays toward the end of the highlight tape. Interesting blocked kick. Pursuit. Are you 6'1" and everybody else around you massive? Uh, on film, it doesn't look like you're completely 6'1" here. You might be, and everybody else just around you be tall. It's something that coaches look at as they say, "Oh, how tall does this guy claim to be?" And then uh, we'll see how big does he look on tape. Something that might throw him off a little bit. May just be a technicality thing here. All right. So from what I'm seeing here, let me watch a few more plays, and I'll be able to get you some. Obviously, size wise, I mean, if you're looking to play interior offensive line in college, we're looking at 250. That's how much you're going to have to try to weigh. Uh, but defensive line, you can be 220 and play defensive line. Okay, that's a good play. That's one that needs to be towards the front of your highlights there. Pursuit. That's just happenstance. I wouldn't call that a highlight. All right, from what's going to benefit you the most at this point right here, you could follow and follow coaches. Reach out to them. Try to reach out to some maybe some. You got a 4.13 GPA. I'd try to reach out to some Division III schools, NAIA schools in your area, and it looks like you could afford to get a step faster. That would help you out a lot. Get a step faster. 6'1", 220. Uh, More of a defensive lineman at the next level. But I'm going to step out for just a minute, see if I can muster up some energy somehow. And then I'm going to come back and attempt to watch. It looks like now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more guys to go. I've watched 14 so far. I'm about to hop off for just a quick second, maybe 5 minutes. I'll hop off and then I'll be right back on. Heck, I'll play some. I'll play. Let's see. Let's see. What would be good? I'll go to my videos and we'll just run through my videos. How about that? We'll just start auto playing. Y'all can just go through, watch these videos. I'll be back shortly. I'm going to try to go muster up some energy. It's not auto playing. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see, mate. Dadgummit, the dog's done ran off on me, too. All right, I'm going to try to find one that's a little bit longer so I can come back and do what I got to do. Dog's freaking barking now. Tyreek Hill JUCO highlights. I'll be back. All right, all right, all right. Let's get back into it. We've got a lot to go. We got a lot to go. We got a long ways to go because we are not even halfway through. Not even halfway through. Up next on my list, and I don't know how many intermissions I'm going to have to take. I am pretty tired. Elijah Frazier. Stupid ass. Pardon me. Dang computer's getting me frustrated. Elijah is 6'3", 240 pounds, 2025. Looks like we've got some McPherson. All right, we don't. All right, can we please? Yeah, we got an offer from. All right, so we've got an offer from Culver Stockton, 6'4", 240, defensive end, tight end, kicker. Elijah Frazier. Okay. We'll go 106.45. All right, and I've managed to fall off here, and I've lost it. Freaking serious. My brain is just so good. It's so good. Oh, I'm beat and tired. All right, across the middle here. Hands. Got to use your hands. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not particularly sure that I don't know if that's a highlight. I don't know if that's going to do much good. Uh, that's not a highlight. That's just being there. If there are any better plays, I'd put them in front. Defensive lineman tackles that far downfield. That's not going to help you out very much. Now we're blocking. You got to hold a block a little bit longer than that on this. I wouldn't put that in there. That one's good. That one's fine. All right. Well, you missed the tackle there. I wouldn't put that in there. Looks like you missed that tackle. Okay. Pursuit. You got to make a tackle. Don't cut it off before you make the tackle. This ain't two-hand touch. All right. So what my recommendation with you is take all the ones out that aren't going to help you. Some plays that aren't going to help you, I'd take them out. Uh, Send out an updated version of your film, the one that has all the good plays, no average, only highlights, and measurables. They'll look at you. Uh, I would try to get in with some NAIA schools at this point. Get your GPA in your bio. Talk to Point. Talk to Reinhardt. Talk to some NAIA schools from around the way, and see if you have any luck. Make sure you're following coaches every day and messaging the ones that reach out, follow you back. All right, who we have next? Caius Mingo. Caius Mingo. We will put Caius Mingo at 110.45. Clinch County, 2027, 5'11", 192-pound running back, linebacker, running back, 3.5 GPA. Clinch County, know them all too well. Blitzing right there, that's a pretty good play. Time in between plays, cut it down. Oh, yeah, going through a lineman, that's a very good play. I know all about that linebacker, the linebacker expectations at Clinch County. All right. Okay. All right. I think I've seen what I need to see. Quick. We're talking quick. We're talking physical. If I've not retweeted this, I'm seriously. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish all this film tonight. I think I'm getting pretty tired. I don't know what's going on right now. But Kais Mingo, 5'11", 152 pounds. We're quick. We're physical. 2027, I would get to following some coaches. Uh, I would be prepared to get ready to go to camps this summer and go compete. If you're a true 5'11", uh, I think they might be interested in you, want to look at you next year. Maybe you'll grow a little bit taller. But quick, physical, good tape. Just make sure you're following coaches. Try to catch the eye of a bunch of guys and go from there. Let me go get my dog right quick and set him off the bed because he seems to be having a freaking anxiety attack or something. I don't know. Braylon Benford. Braylon Bedford. Braylon Bedford will do 114.20. 127 all-purpose yards. Braylon says he's got 2 offers here on not on here. It just disappeared. I can't remember who he said he's got offers by. He's got offers by somebody. Ole Miss and somebody else. Alcorn State, I think. I'm just tired. I don't know what's going on. 5'10", 160 pounds, 2028. This might be my last one for the night and then roll everybody else over. Or I might take off until 10 o'clock and then hop up back on the live or 10:30 or something. Good play there. Touchdown. Hits the sidelines pretty good. There that is. Looking quick. See if he can tackle. That doesn't equate to much, but looks like the ball comes out. All right, so I think he's fast. I think that might be a case. I don't know what. Let's see if there's a 40 time. Returning here. He's got a 4.240 laser. I don't know if that's. I don't know. If he's faster than Tyreek Hill. He does look pretty fast here. I don't know if 4.2 fast, but he looks pretty fast. Yeah, 20.5 miles an hour. That's about 20.5 miles an hour on top speed. That's about a 4.5. If anybody was wondering, 21's about a 4.4 ish, maybe a little bit slower, 4.45. 22 might be 4.4. 23s when you get really, 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 really super duper fast. Okay, I think I've seen all I need to see. He's athletic, and he's fast. Not bad. All right, I'm going to stop this stream. If I feel like coming back on tonight, I will. But right now, I'm just beat to death. It feels like. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all will be notified if I hop back on. I will tag everyone that's in it.